Okay, when we're dealing with an integrand that looks like this, there's a couple ways to approach it. So the first way would be, notice that the numerator is the derivative of the denominator. So that's the way that you want to do it. When you see that, when you see derivative of the denominator in the numerator, or even a scalar, like if this had been like 7, for instance, even though it's not exactly the derivative, it would be a scalar that gets me the derivative. I don't need like another y. It's not like it's y squared or something. It's just instead of 4y cubed, it was 7y cubed. So if that's the case, and we just have a scalar multiple of the denominator, a scalar multiple of the derivative of the denominator in the numerator, then substitution is the best route. All right. You could also do something called partial fraction decomposition when you see the degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator, but that is coming later. We'll do that later. That would not be the way I want to go here, just because of how difficult it would be to come up with a factored form of the denominator. So in this case, I would want to use substitution. In either case, even if I could do partial fractions, if I can do both, I'm going to use substitution, or just substitution, however, whatever you call it. But we make the variable substitution be the denominator, and then the derivative of that is the numerator. All right, it's exactly the numerator in this case, but again, like hypothetically, if it had been 7, I would need to multiply this by 7/4, and I would need to do it on both sides. And then I would have 7/4 4y cubed dy, and then those would cancel, and I'd have 7y cubed. So I'd have a way to get to the substitution. Okay, but this one is nice, and it ends up being exactly the derivative. So we can make the integration substitution directly. So the numerator, 4y cubed dy, all that is just du, and the denominator, y to the 4th minus 14, that's just u. So this ends up being the log of the absolute value of the denominator, and then we back substitute. U is y to the 4th minus 14. So this is the log of y to the 4th minus 14. Do make sure that you keep the absolute values there, because of the subtraction there, we definitely could be negative here. So we need absolute values in this one.